Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. We're starting a little bit early today. Let's just get right to it. We're tired of waiting. We're jumping right in today for the crypto stock market update. Lots of things happening, lots of noise out there, lots of stuff going on in the world, guys. Ignore it. Ignore the noise. We are here. We are traders. We look at the charts. We say, hey, show us the charts and we'll tell you the news. Remember that the smart money, the billionaires, the trillionaires, the politicians, the big money, right? They want us scared when it's time to buy. Okay? When we should be buying, they want to put out fear. They want to put out uncertainty and doubt. They want us to doubt the markets. They want us to doubt things, right? If you study this cheat sheet that we have over here in the Discord, and by the way, I want you guys to tell me in the chat right now, or tell me down in the comment section of the video here, if you guys are watching the replay, where do you think we are on this chart? I want to know. I want to hear it from everybody. Put it in the live chat. Put it down in the comments section. Okay, where do you think we are in regards to the charts right now? Okay, where is the sentiment? Where are we at? Right? Are we in fear? Are we in capitulation? Are we in despair? Are we coming back up out of despair? Okay, despair is when we have a big liquidation. You could say that we had this kind of a dip a couple of weeks ago on altcoins. Okay, major capitulation. Names were down 50, 60%. I want to know where you guys think we're at. Do you think we're in a bear trap right now where we're just kind of selling off before this big, massive run up? I'd like to know. Let me know in the chat. Say it in the chat. Put it down in the comment section. Let's just see where everybody thinks we are. It'll be interesting to see what we all think in regards to the psychology of the market, where we're going to be over the next 1 to 6 months. So go ahead and drop that in the live chat. Go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'm not going to tell you where I think we're at because I don't want you guys going based off of my opinion. I want to see where all you guys think we're at in regards to the charts. Do you think we're in this euphoric? Do you think people are happy, having a good time right now? Right? New paradigm. This is when everyone's really excited. People are pumped up. People are jacked up. Okay. Do you think that's the case? Do you think people are more like, I don't know, right? I'm not feeling good, right? There's just so much stuff going on right now in the world, guys. It's like sometimes I just want to unplug from social media for a little bit, just because it's just the same information regurgitated over and over. It's the same story over and over and over again, and it gets so tiring, right? It gets so it almost becomes a burden. But right in the markets, we got to be able to set all the noise aside, set all the emotion aside, and look at things from a economic standpoint and technically a psychological standpoint. Because when everyone else is bummed out, when everyone else is quitting, when everyone feels like giving up, that is normally the time when you want to be adding and accumulating your assets. So that's why we do technical analysis here. The charts really just give us the tools we need in order to see, okay, when a good time to buy is, when a good time to sell is. If you look at any chart, you could see it when a good time to buy was, especially on Bitcoin here. You can see the best time to buy Bitcoin was back here off the green dot, off our green dot signal back here in 2023. It's 17,000. Okay, when this wave is down here, it's a good time to buy. When it's up here, it's a good time to sell. Okay, green means buy, red means sell. So we're going to get your guys' chart requests over here from the Discord. I'm also going to be taking some from the live chat today. We just did add a feature over here in the chart request thread. We were getting, I think we did like 300 to 350 chart requests last week. So what I went ahead and did with the Discord, guys, this is the first time I've done this in 5 years, is I added a new rank. So you could see the people who are blue over here are now captains. Okay, so I'm going to be covering the captain's chart requests here on YouTube on Wednesdays. So if you guys want to upgrade to captain and you get your chart requests covered no matter what, just come over here and click this link right here. Okay, I'll just go ahead and post this one more time. Okay, I'll post it right there. Boom. So you guys could just click this link and upgrade. So there's a Spartan rank and a captain rank. The captain rank is going to be over the Spartan. They will have access to the chart request thread now. Okay, so we'll be taking chart requests from the captains and the live chat here on Wednesdays. So if you want your chart requests covered no matter what, if you can't make the live, if you can't make the stream for whatever reason, become a captain, sign up, and you can get your requests in over here. What's going on, Brace, Bunks, Part, Mike, Jim, Cops? I can't wait to see your guys' responses to this. PLTR is in the delusion phase, Luke says. I 100% agree with you. Let's compare that chart. Look at this. Ripsky hitting 200 here. Luke says we're in the delusion phase here. Yeah, it looks pretty familiar. That looks pretty accurate to me. And this thing just doesn't want to go down. I couldn't agree more with you. That's why I'm short in PLTR. But let's go ahead and get into your guys' requests. First, let me go ahead and cover the rules here for anybody that is new. If you guys are joining the channel, if you're watching the stream, if you're watching the replay, if you guys are new here, we are swing traders here on this channel. We are not day traders. We are looking to buy and hold for a 1 to 6 month period. So all of our entries, we are looking to buy that, whatever stock, crypto, whatever it is, and hold for 1 to 6 months. So we focus on a monthly and a daily time frame to do this. Sometimes we'll look at the weekly, sometimes we'll look at the 4 hour, but typically we are focused on the monthly and the daily chart here. And again, all our investments are for 1 to 6 months out. So if you enter a position and it goes down 2 days later, okay, you're not following the plan. Okay, you need to be 1 to 6 months out on your investment if you guys are going to use this strategy. If you can't hold for 1 to 6 months, you probably should go find another channel. Okay, I don't mean to be mean. I'm just trying to be totally 100% upfront and honest with you. Okay, if you can't hold, if you don't have it in you to hold for 1 to 6 months, you shouldn't be trading these signals like we do. Okay, it just doesn't work. This strategy is designed for a 1 to 6 month time frame. Okay, sometimes you might have to wait a little longer than 1 to 6 months, but we go into every trade with, hey, we're willing to hold for at least 6 months. Okay, and typically the trades normally play out within 1 to 6 months. So we enter and exit positions using our trading indicators. That green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. When I talk about the red and green dots, I'm just talking about these signals right here. Bitcoin's honestly the easiest chart to show you guys on this. So the green dot means buy, the red dot means sell. We got this green dot back here in 2023, like I said at the beginning of the stream, at 20,000, 17 to 20,000. That was 2 years ago. This is on the monthly chart. The monthly chart is the most accurate chart when it comes to these red and green dots because there is the most data in each candle, right? This is 1 month worth of price action, 1 month worth of price action, 1 month worth of price action. So the more data you can feed the indicator, the more accurate it's going to be with these swings. So again, called the bottom there in 2023 on Bitcoin at 17, had another signal go off here in October of 2023 at 27, had another signal go off here in November at around 71, and another one go off here in May around 93. But typically when this wave is down here, this is the prime time, folks. This is prime time to buy. So the first thing we look for in our strategy, our buying strategy, is in rule number 4. We only want to buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, if you're following this strategy to a T, you want the dot to be green on the monthly chart. Okay, and Bitcoin is not green on its monthly chart, so we would not be looking to trade Bitcoin up here. Okay, we would be wanting to either wait it out, set a stop loss, but we are not looking to enter until we see a green dot there on the monthly chart. So the first thing we're looking for, if it does not have a green dot on the monthly, we are not looking to buy it. Okay, and the reason I cover these rules every stream is because, again, if you do not have a plan, if you do not have the discipline to follow a plan, you are going to fail in the markets. Do you understand me? 97% of people who try to do this, they fail, especially with day trading. Swing trading, I would say, is a lot different, but day traders, 97% of day traders are failing, okay, at trading. Okay, so you got to have a plan and you got to have the discipline to follow the plan. Okay, that is why it's so important to have a strategy. That's why we cover it at the beginning of every single live stream. Okay, I don't care if you've been here a while or you're new, you got to have the basis inside of your mind in order to do this. Okay, all of our stuff is based on logic, data, and discipline. We call it the LDD method. We use logic, we use data, and we use discipline to execute these trades. Okay, and rule number 5 is that we want to buy the day of the green dot in or around the golden zones as long as the monthly is green. So again, let's go back to that chart of Bitcoin. So again, as long as the monthly dot is green, we want to zoom into the smaller time frame, right? We go into the daily because, again, the daily, each one of these candles is 1 day's worth of price action. So on a monthly chart, this is 1 month worth of price action. On a daily chart, this is 1 day worth of price action. So as long as the monthly is green and grinding up, we can come in here to the daily chart and we can look for places to add. Where we want to add is on the green dots on the daily. Okay, we want to be looking to add to the position on the green dots on the daily. But we wouldn't be looking at Bitcoin right now for a trade because, again, the dot is green or the dot is red on the monthly chart. Red means down, green means up. So that is the buying strategy. Okay, the buying strategy is green monthly dot plus daily green dot equals buy. If you get a green monthly dot, like we have on quite a few names this month. You could see all of these just went off in the last couple days. RXRX got one, Walmart got one, ASTS, JBHT, PayPal got one, MOH got one. A lot of names are given the signal, right? So if you get that, you gotta get in. Normally, I'm entering when I see the monthly dot. If we are looking to take a position, if we think it's very, like, you shouldn't have hesitated on this green dot on Bitcoin down here at 17,000 because of how big of a pullback we had, right? When this wave is way deep like this, that's time to buy. You could have bought Bitcoin back here in 2019 at $5,000. You could have bought back here at 2015 at $200, right? The earlier you were on Bitcoin, the better you did. But this is not a place to where we would look to take a position on Bitcoin just because of where this wave is right now. I hope it goes up to 160 to 200, but with our strategy, the risk to reward is just not there on Bitcoin. But there are some names that we're probably going to cover today in your guys' requests that will be looking really good. So that's the buying strategy. And then last but not least, we have a selling strategy. So again, everyone wants the buy strategy. Everyone wants to know how to buy. I think the selling strategy is just as important as the buying strategy because you got to know when to take profits. Okay, so we have two different selling strategies. The first sell strategy is that we want to sell on a red dot in the red zone in the daily chart. On the daily chart. So let's just use Bitcoin here as an example again. When we are up in this red zone here, okay, you see the red zone. This is called a Fibonacci tool. This tool that we use, you see the golden zone, that blue zone, the golden zone, the red zone. The only ones we really like to pay attention to are the golden zone down here, this golden zone right here, and this red zone up here. So with that first sell strategy, we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on a daily chart. So if I'm looking at a daily chart here, okay, I'm on the daily. Okay, you can see that red dot on Bitcoin came right there on, that was Tuesday, October 7th. You had a red dot in the red zone, called it at 25,000. It pulled all the way back to 100. That was a 25% dip. Okay, let's go to XRP. Okay, XRP, red dot in the red zone. That was at $3.50. XRP sitting at 260 now. You had another red dot right here in the red zone, 335. So that's where we're looking to take profits. Okay, it's a red dot in the red zone. And again, we call all these signals out over here in the Discord for you guys. You could also get the trading indicators that we talk about here today by coming over here to the trading indicator tab, clicking on this link right here, and everything loads directly up into your account. You're going to get all the green and red dots, the Fibonacci, the MACD, everything, my entire trade layout completely set up for you inside of TradingView. If you have any questions or need support, set that up. My email is right there in that trading indicator thread there. So that's sell strategy number one. And sell strategy number two is based on a monthly chart. So sell strategy number two is we sell when the stochastic RSI hits the white dotted line on the monthly chart. The stochastic RSI is going to be that light blue line on our trading indicator. So if you go over here to the monthly now, because again, sell strategy number one is focused on the daily. Sell strategy number two is focused on the monthly. It's up to you to use whichever one you like. I like sell strategy number one. If I had to choose one, I would use sell strategy number one over sell strategy number two. But this is just another angle here. So you can see when the stochastic RSI comes and hits the white dotted line, like it did back here in 2024 on Ethereum, you can see how that called the top. The top was right here, and it sold off. Okay, it went from 4,000 all the way down to 1,500. That was the topping signal. Same thing back here in the bull run of 2021. Okay, it called the top right in this area around 3,000 to 4,000. Okay, we're not always trying to get out at the exact top all the time. We're just trying to use the data to get us out close, right? We want to sell into the very top. We don't want to wait for the exact top because you'll never time the exact top. As long as you're getting out close to it, you're good, right? We were buying Ethereum back here in June off this green dot at around 2,022 or 2,200 bucks. Okay, we bought Ethereum. That green dot came back in June. June was right here. Boom! Look at that signal. June 24th, right there, 2,300 bucks. Look at that. It ripped all the way up to 5,000. That was a 100% trade. What did we get? We got a red dot in the red zone right there at 4,800. We got a red dot in the red zone right there at 4,800. We got a red dot in the red zone right here in October at 4,700. Profit taking, profit taking, profit taking, profit taking. If you're not taking profits on the strategy, again, you don't have the discipline. You got to have the discipline. Okay? If you failed to do that, you learn your lesson and you keep moving forward. Okay, you have two options. You can do that. You can learn your lesson. You could say, hey, next time we're in the red zone and I get a red dot on the chart, I'm going to take profits. Okay, if you didn't take profits off that signal, then you're not following our strategy. Does that make sense? You don't have the discipline to follow what these rules are laid out to tell you. Okay, and again, you have two options. You can learn your lesson, and next time you execute, or number two, you can quit and you can go do something else. I mean, that's really your only two options. I try to keep it as real with you guys as possible. The markets are not for everybody. This industry is brutal sometimes. Sometimes it's very, very nice. It's very awesome to be a part of. And sometimes it's not so fun. Sometimes it sucks. And that's just the reality of it. Okay, I'm not here to sugarcoat things or try to make you guys feel good. I'm just here to give you guys what the data says, what the chart says. That's all I am. That's all I'm here to do. I'm here to share information, and I'm here to gather information from you guys. I'm not here I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a security broker. I have a disclaimer over here in my Discord that tells you all of that. I'm just a guy here on YouTube that likes to look at charts and share information. And I also get information from you guys because, again, we have 20,000 people in our Discord now, and we have around 3,000 members. So when we are all 3,000 of us working together over here, okay, when all 3,000 of us are working together over here, it's a lot easier than me just trying to keep my eyes on everything all by myself, right? So that's the whole point of this channel. So with that being said, that's the trading rules, guys. Again, red dot in the red zone is my favorite sell strategy. The other one is right there on that stochastic. So let's go ahead and dive into your guys' chart requests. Let me just pray for us real quick before we get in. Father God, thank you for bringing us together today. God, thank you for Overkill Trading. Thank you for the Overkill community. I pray that you will bless every brother and sister listening to the sound of my voice today on this podcast. I pray that you will just bless them and their families. And I pray that you will help us all just use money as a tool and not an idol, God. Help us invest wisely. Help us make the right decisions in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen. So with that being said, again, you guys can access the chart requests now over here by becoming a captain. That is now a new rank in there. So it's kind of a premium thing over here. Again, all you got to do is click on this link, and then that is going to take you to the upgrade section where you guys can upgrade from a Spartan to a captain. And this is just if you guys want your requests covered no matter what. Like I'm going to cover our captains before our Spartans. Again, that Spartan membership's only $4 a month. The captain is $30 a month. But again, you're getting your chart requests answered every single week, no matter what. That's $1 a day. This is me just kind of trying to buy my time back because the last stream we did was like 3.5 hours, and it's just beginning to be too much. Like I don't want to sit on a stream for 3.5 hours. So if you guys want to upgrade to captain, go ahead. If not, I'm going to take some from the live chat, so show up on the live. But again, this is for people that maybe can't make the live or you know, that are maybe they're in a different time zone and they're sleeping right now. You know, there's a lot of people that watch the replay. Not everybody can make the live. So that is the update for the chart requests over here in the Discord. So we'll start up here with Frank. Frank said KIO. Is that the... Oh, wait. I missed a couple. GMTLF from Frank over here. And then again, guys, I will be taking some from the live chat as well. So it looks like Frank is looking at a... this looks like a metal company. So I would have took profits on this right here at around $1.80. It's a penny stock, so I would just make sure it holds 120. But it looks like it has very bearish divergence here, getting rejected there on the 9. So again, I would have sold that one right here, and yeah, no data on the monthly. So I would say it just needs to hold on to 120. I would definitely put a stop loss in that area. Where I'd like to buy is probably closer to $1 on that one. Crocs from who's that over there? XRS or XR Spec X. What's going on, brother? This one has earnings tomorrow, so I hate to make a call before earnings. You can see what happened to Fee today. I actually bought this. I saw you guys were buying this today. It was down 42% today. So again, earnings is always a gamble. If you're looking to take a new position on something, normally what I do is I like to wait till after earnings, because if you get a big sell-off like Fee got today, you get crushed, right? And that happens. So Crocs... Okay, I do like the chart here on the monthly because, again, we've gone down for 1.5 years. I like when charts go down for that long. Some people don't, but it's an opportunity, right? You could have bought back here at $50. It popped up to 150. That was a 200% trade. So this looks really good. If you wanted to start a position here, I don't see why before earnings, if you think it's going to take off on earnings, I don't see why you couldn't. But I would definitely watch 73, and I would be waiting for that monthly dot. Okay, you want to wait for the monthly dot, but watch their earnings tomorrow because that could be the catalyst that sends this thing higher. I like the monthly chart. I just want to see it hold on to 73, 75. And I'm not sure if these guys, they're that shoemaker, right? I have a couple pairs of their shoes. I like them. I like them a lot. But again, if you're following our strategy, what we need to do is wait for that monthly and definitely wait for earnings to be over tomorrow. If this thing had a big sell-off down to 60, that'd be a good place, in my opinion, to buy it. It's sitting at 85 right now, so all we're missing is that green monthly. So I would just watch earnings tomorrow on that. After earnings, we'll get a better idea of how it's going to move. I could tell you to buy this one right now, and it has a move like Fee did today, and it goes down. Again, earnings is always a gamble if you're looking to play it. Sometimes it pays off really big, but sometimes it can go against you. So what I would do, the reasonable thing to do on this one would be to wait for the green monthly dot. And that is Crocs. We got KOID from Frank over here. This thing's just on a tear, and there's just no data for me to say what's up. Like, if I can't see the data on my chart, it's just too new. I can't see the Fibonacci. I could see this. So if you wanted to play this, I would probably just sell it on a red dot on the daily, but it looks like a very new humanoid and embodied intelligence ETF. That's interesting. KOID. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you also get access to this research tool. So you go KOID and look up what it is. Whittaker, what's going on, brother? Harry, Mike, how you doing, brother? Your name's Hobo. That's funny. Chris, what's going on? Yeah, if you guys got chart requests, go ahead and drop them now. What's going on, Nathan? Hope you guys are doing well today. Looks like that's an ETF, so that's not going to pull that data, but I would look to sell this one on the next red dot. There's just not enough data for me to really tell you anything. If you don't see any data, it's just because it's too new. This just came out in June of 2025, so it's only like 4 or 5 months old. So again, as traders, we need data. We need chart data in order to make our decisions. What else we got here? XLM. Like an angel. So with crypto, guys, what I'm watching very closely is the weekly chart. So I know we're focused on the monthly and the daily, but right now with where the market sentiment is, I think it makes the most sense to watch the weekly. You can see the red dot here on the monthly on XLM, so that is concerning. So like if I see a red dot popping on my monthly chart, I'm setting a stop loss. So I would definitely have a stop loss at 28 cents here. You got the red daily as well. So these next couple days are going to be huge. Like if XLM can hold this level and curl up, we're going to $1. We're going to 60, 70 cents. What I'm watching on these crypto, on these altcoin charts is the weekly chart right now. Okay, you can see every time XLM is down here, it's been a buying opportunity in the past. Buying opportunity, buying opportunity, buying opportunity, buying opportunity. Okay, buying opportunity right there at 25 cents, buying opportunity right here at 24 cents. I like the fact that the wave is down here. Okay, that it's down here on the weekly. Okay, so what I'm looking for on XLM is a weekly dot. That will confirm that, hey, this is the bottom right here at 28 cents and that we're curling and going higher. So I want to see a weekly green dot above 28 cents on XLM. Okay. It's like the moment of truth for a lot of these names. Like this bull market is about to just actually kick off, or it's about to end and be over. And we're going to go into a crypto winter. I'm leaning on more right now, at least, just with the way the charts are looking. I'm thinking we're going to go up because some of these names are just sitting at all-time lows. I mean, a lot of these names like Filecoin, Near, Chainlink is way down. Everything's just way down right now. And when everything's way down, right, if we're sitting at all-time lows or 3 to 5 year lows, we shouldn't be scared to be buying our assets, right? Because we're investors. Okay, I'd rather buy at the 5 year lows than the 5 year highs. Does that make sense? WLFI, again, I'd watch the weekly here, up above 11 cents. This one looks really strong. Okay, it's building the base down there. You can see the green dot came right here on Monday. That came right there at 14, so it's sitting at about the same price that green dot came on. So again, what the green dot means is, hey, this is a potential bottom. So if you're playing this green dot, you should be saying, okay, that means that this 11 cent level is the bottom. If 11 cents breaks, that's my stop loss. So I'm going to be stopped out so I don't have to ride it all the way back down. Okay, but I think this looks very strong above 11 cents. I actually just bought an altcoin, not an altcoin, but a stock yesterday. Some of you guys took this trade. It was up big yesterday, up like 20%. It puked back about 9% of the gains. But, You can see how it's at the bottom of this golden zone right here at the bottom. So just like how when it's at the top here, we want to buy at the bottom. But I learned before I invested into this coin, Alts, it's called Alt Sigma Corporation. It's technically a penny stock right now, but it was at $10 back in June, and it's sitting at $2 right now, and they're very heavily invested into WLFI. They actually own 7.5%, guys. You hear me? 7.5% of the supply here at WLFI. So I'm hoping WLFI, right, World Liberty Financial, this is Trump's this is like Trump's bank that he's technically starting, crypto bank that he's starting. If this does really good, Alts is going to do really good too because they own almost 10% of the supply that is currently circulating. So WLFI, I like this one as long as it holds on to 11 cents. I'd be a buyer at 14 cents. Rose, ROSE. This one's still surprisingly holding that monthly dot. It did break. It's at all-time lows right now. So again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. If you want to average down on it, that's the place. But this is not a crypto that I'm very interested in. I know it has the green monthly, but it's at all-time lows right now. Unless we hit a lower low on a different exchange, yeah, we're at all-time lows. So when I invest into projects, guys, I want to buy charts that are going up and to the right. Look at Chainlink. See how it's going up and to the right? This means buyers are in control. You look at something like Rose. Okay, it's down and to the right. This means the buyers are very weak. So this thing really needs to pop here. And I think the signal for that pop will be the weekly dot when you get it. And again, we call out those weekly signals over here as well in the Discord. Under the weekly alerts section, we have the monthly alerts, we have the daily alerts. And again, the higher the time frame, the more accurate these signals are. So the 4-hour is not going to be as accurate as a monthly. Okay, the weekly is going to be more accurate than a daily. Okay, so you just have to keep that in mind when you're looking at those. Let's go back here to the chart request. Rose, we got OWL, OWL. OWL, this is Blue Owl Capital. This one still looks fine above 15.4. So if we're using our red zone as our target zone, we're targeting up here at 26. So if this goes back to the red zone, that's a 58% move. That's a beautiful move. So I like this one. I would have a stop loss at 15. What do you guys got for requests in the chat? What's going on, Mr. Soxel? Just chilling, man. Just working. Put in the work. Can you guys put in the tickers for me and not the name of the company? In and out. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. I see one for GDRX in the chat here. Drop those requests in the chat, guys. I'll be taking them here from the live chat today. And I'll also be finishing up these captain requests over here in the Discord. But we got GoodRx down here at the bottom of the fib. You can see this is where it bounced last time. It bounced right here in August at 350, popped up to 6, and it's back down at that level. So I still like GoodRx. I think this is a good healthcare play here at 350. I'm still a buyer of that. They also have earnings coming up here next Tuesday. So that's actually in my portfolio. I'm still holding that. If it goes down to $2, I'll probably just buy more. But I don't see that happening. I don't see this one breaking below 3. I think that one is still a buy. It's actually red here on the monthly. So if you actually wanted to average down, if you got in on this and you want to average down, just wait for the monthly to come back. But I don't see GoodRx breaking down below 3. I think the company, they had that potential announcement with a partnership with Trump RX. So we'll see how this plays out. But right now it has solid support right there at about 330. I see one for Hood for an exit. I would exit Hood right now. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, it's up here in the red zone. This is a double top. I would sell Robinhood on the next red dot for sure. I would sell it before earnings. Okay, and that's just me. Okay, can it go up after earnings? Can it go up to 175? Yeah, it can. But if you guys were following our strategy, right, we should have been entering Hood back here in October at $21. Okay, we should have been adding to Hood right here in May at $52. You're up 200% off that signal. So while it can keep going, I would be taking profits. Why am I taking profits? Because of the red dot in the red zone back here at 150. I would exit Hood here. Okay, and again, we'll just wait for a correction like we got back here in April. Went from 65 down to 28, got the signal, and then it ripped. So I would be exiting Hood here. ENPH down after an earnings beat today. Yeah, that's down pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about solar, but that's a pretty nasty sell-off. So where you could look to buy this one is the next daily. So watch where that thing bottoms out. You could also watch the weekly chart, but this chart again, very ugly, very beaten up. getting hit really hard. Getting hit really hard here. Okay, it's pretty much to the same spot it got this signal back in July. So $30 looks like a good support level. If you wanted to buy it, just use a stop loss at like $29. I've been looking at this for a while. I just haven't pulled the trigger because I don't know how I feel about the solar industry. STX, are you talking about the crypto or the stock? Bob says licking his wounds on fee. Yeah. Fee got racked today. I bought back into it today. So I got stopped out. So I entered on this golden dot right here at around 120. I think I got in at 129, but I got stopped out because I had a stop loss at 125. So again, earnings are always a gamble. Earnings can really hurt you. These guys are getting a new CFO. So obviously the old CFO is probably selling all his shares today. I mean, this is like billions of dollars worth of shares. This is like how do I explain this in layman terms? Like a 50% sell-off. Look at the market cap of this stock. Okay, I just want you guys to keep in mind how much of this stock was sold today. So I'm going to just look up the ticker fee. You guys have access to this research tool over here in the Discord. You can see it's a $38 million market cap after today. So that means if it dropped 44% today, somebody sold, let's just say 50%. Somebody sold $38 billion with a B, $38 billion worth of stock today. Because it's down 44%. Someone sold 38 billion with a B in one day. One transaction. Whoop! Gone with the wind. Okay, so that is just unusual. Very unusual. And these guys are actually getting heavily into the crypto space as well. So I bought this today. I know it doesn't have a dot anywhere, but when something's down 44% like that in a day, that's an overreaction to me. Okay, so if you want the bottom, it's going to be that monthly dot. But I went ahead and jumped the gun on this one today. I got in around $71. I think my trade was executed at. And I tell you guys all my trades over here. All my buys, all my sells, I got in right here at 71.81. Okay, and if you guys didn't get stopped out, okay, try to look up some videos on how to use a stop loss. I mean, this happens in the markets, right? We can't control. I mean, who would have known someone was going to sell $38 billion worth of shares today? Nobody. Okay, so again, that's where waiting for that confirmation of the monthly dot is going to help you. Because this one didn't have a green dot on the monthly yet. Yes, we had the golden dot, but that doesn't mean, right, just buy it and forget about it, right? You need to keep in mind where are the earnings, and this is their biggest earnings I've ever seen. Missed. I mean, that's the biggest one-day move they've ever had. I mean, look at that candle. That is stupid, dude. That is stupid. But I think it finds a base here. So if you did buy it at 120, what you could do is consider averaging down. You could add more to the position, or you could just hold and wait for it to go back up. Okay, because again, we don't want to sell down here. We want to buy down here and sell up here. Okay, but I think that one's gonna pop back. I think you'll at least get some back on that if you hold it. My target, short-term target's like $100 if it bounces really quick. But this one's going to be interesting to monitor. But I did take a position on that today just because it was down 50%. I mean, I don't know. I think the $38 billion being sold is the change in leadership, right? They have a new CFO coming in, and they have an old CFO leaving. So when a person leaves a company, normally what they'll do is they'll cash their stock out, right? They'll say, okay, I'm selling. And he's probably selling it to the new CFO at a cheaper price. Okay, and that's why it sells off. Does that make sense? Okay, that's just my take on it. Again, that's just my take, so do with it what you think. But they are getting a new CFO, and that earnings miss was brutal. ARB from the chat here. ARB looks good still. I still think this looks good. After this big liquidation event last week, what I would be doing again is waiting on the weekly signal. Okay, I think that's coming here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. You can see the last one we got was back here in June at 34 cents. That's literally right where we're sitting, and it popped up to 60. That was a 100% move in like 6 weeks or 7 weeks. Okay, so I'd be watching the weekly chart here on ARB. Custom said he doubled down. Now he's only down 10%. Nice. That's the way to do it. I would never sell a stock if it's down 40%. It just doesn't make sense. You might as well just ride it out or add more. If you believe in the company, you should believe in the company, right? If you're investing in it, you should believe in it. You should know what they do. You should know how they make their money. You should know what they are. Okay, and you should have confidence to buy a dip like this if it goes down 50%. Okay, Warren Buffett says you should be excited when your stock goes down 50%, so you could buy more. Okay, if you're not excited to buy it when you're down 50%, you're not in the right stock because you don't believe it. If Tesla dropped 50% in a day tomorrow, would you buy it? If Apple dropped 50% in one day, would you buy it? If Nvidia dropped 50% in one day, would you buy it? The answer is probably yes to all of those questions. So that's just kind of how you got to look at it. And crypto's getting a pretty nice pop today. Trump is just printing here. Trump's been my biggest winner this week. Okay, just absolutely ripping here. Looking good. I see one for Aiden for Dow, DOW. We took a position on this last week. It's got the green monthly. Again, it's gone down for 13 months in a row. Down here at $24. It actually pays a pretty nice dividend. I think it's around 6 to 7%. And it's got the green monthly. So we're holding this one long. This is a chemicals company. We're right down here at support. This thing was up here at $70 back in 2022. So I took a position on that. That's a long position. They pay a dividend. And we're just going to hold it till that stochastic RSI gets back up here to the white dotted line. Or this daily chart gets back up here to the red zone around 50. So if that goes back to 50 from where we're sitting right now, right, that's a 100% trade. Okay, now it's not going to happen tomorrow or next week. It might not, or it might, but chances are it's not going to happen tomorrow. That's why we wait 1 to 6 months for this to play out. Okay, we give it 1 to 6 months to retrace back to the red zone. Okay, we might have to wait 7 or 8 months, but that's the name of the game, folks. The money is made in the markets not by buying and selling. Hear me out. Okay, you don't make money in the markets by buying or selling stocks or crypto. You make it from waiting. You make it from being patient and having a strategy and sticking to it. That's how you make money in the stock market and the crypto market. Not getting emotional, not panicking when something's not going your way, just waiting. If you have a target, have the discipline to wait till the target hits or till you get a signal, right? Where it makes sense to either take some off or sell some, okay? And Dow, right, we're targeting all the way up here. We're not going to sell it down here. We're going to be looking to add down here, okay? And I had a good question yesterday from somebody. When do you average down on a position? When's a good time to average down on a position? I think the answer to that question, at least from my personal experience trading, I only average down on something if I'm down at least 20%. It has to be down 20% in order for me to average down. So if you take a position and it goes down 10%, to me it doesn't make sense to average down. But if it goes down 20%, that's when it makes sense to start averaging down. Okay? Let's go back to these chart requests over here in the Discord. And I'll take some more from the chat. Guys, just keep dropping your request here in the chat. We got AAL from XRS Spec. AAL. Hope you're doing well, brother. We got that captain rank added back in for you. AAL looks good. It does have a red dot here. So what I would do is set a stop loss at $12 and let this one ride. Okay, whenever you see a red dot is when you should consider setting a trailing stop loss. So if you got in down here off this green dot, that was on Tuesday, September 30th. That came at 11. It's already up 25%. It hit 14. Now it's pulling back. I would just make sure that one holds 12. And again, our target's up here at $17 to $18. We got Bros, B-R-O-S, Dutch Bros. I've never had Dutch Bros before. Red on the monthly, so not interested. Not interested until that green dot comes back on the monthly there. APT, Aptos, just one holding on to $3. It's $3.50 now. So this is one that had the green dot at the beginning of the month, but we had the biggest liquidation event in history. I still really like this one above $3. It's sitting at $3.50 right now. Target's 7, but Aptos is looking good. Okay, that confirmation again is going to come on the monthly chart when you see it. We're literally sitting at the low right here at 2022. So think about it. We are at a 3-year low right now, guys. A 3-year low at the moment. Lowest price in 3 years. And people are saying it's over. Okay? Lowest price in 3 years. Do you guys want to buy at the 3-year high? Do you want to buy up here at $20 like the majority of retail? Or do you want to buy at the 3-year low down here? Okay, that's the question you have to be asking yourself right now. I know everything sucks right now. I know we just had the biggest liquidation event in the history of cryptocurrency. Okay? The markets are not here to be your friend. They're not here to comfort you. They are here for you to either A, build generational wealth, or B, panic sell and quit. Okay? Think about it logically, right? Again, everything we do here, guys, is based on logic, data, and discipline. Logically, does it make sense to buy APT here at a 3-year low? To me, logically, yes, it is, because I'm getting it at the lowest price in over 1,000 days, right? 365 times 3 is 1,200 days, 1,300 days. That's a great price, right? Especially if it's all the way up here at 20 bucks just a year ago. $3 back to 20. That's a 400 or 500% move if it retraces. So if you believe in the project right now, I don't think it's a bad place to start a position on the next weekly or monthly dot. If you want the absolute confirmation, this is the bottom, just wait for that signal. And we got some really bullish news from the Fed today, guys. The fact that they are going to stop tightening, meaning they're going to stop selling their assets on their balance sheet and they're going to start buying assets. The Federal Reserve, the people with all the money in the world, they're no longer selling. They're stopping their selling. So that's going to take the pressure off the markets now, and that's going to stop in December. So, you know, if we're looking at things day to day, that's not what we do here. We look at things 1 to 6 months out, right? We're always keeping that vision of 1 to 6 months out. That's been clear. That's always been clear here. Okay, we are not day trading. Okay, every red day we get, we got people in the chat just freaking out. Okay, we're not here doing the day trading, guys. We're not day traders. We are swing traders here. Okay, we're sticking to the plan. Stick to the plan. If the stochastic RSI, that light blue line's on the floor, why would you want to sell down here? You want to wait till this all comes back up here. Okay, till price is back up in this area. You don't want to sell down here. I don't care how painful it is if you bought it $4 or $5 and it's down at $3.50. That's nothing. Okay, that's not even going to look like a sliver on a chart if this thing goes back to where it was back here in just last year, March of 2024, at $19. If it retraces, you're going to make 462%. If you're down 10% right now, 10, 20%, whatever it is, it's going to be nothing when it comes back up here. And you should believe it's going to come back up here if you're investing into a project or a stock. Okay, you should be buying good quality stocks, good quality projects, good quality crypto projects. We don't invest in penny stocks. We don't invest in meme stocks unless it makes a lot of sense. Look at Trump coin breaking out over 850. Crypto's getting a nice pump today. I don't know why there's so much fear in the market right now, because we are literally, I mean, these names are literally at their lows, man. I mean, they are just, Filecoin's at a 7-year low right now. Okay, 7 years. It's the lowest price in 7 years. I think that's called the despair, right? The lowest price in 7 years, guys. It's a long time. 7 years is a long time. And this thing was up here at 200 bucks back in 2021, and it's at $1.62 right now. So of course, I have a bag of Filecoin here. We go over our watch list every single Friday, by the way, guys. Tune in this Friday. Guess what this Friday is, by the way? Guess what this Friday is? It's a new month. It's a new month. It's Halloween. Yes, it's Halloween. You're totally right. But we're also going to get new monthly candles. Yes, the November candle is going to form on Friday. So that will be a fun stream. That will be a very fun stream on Friday. Make sure you guys smash the like. When I buy Filecoin here, I bought my Filecoin at about $1.55. So it's only about 7 cents up from where I bought it. But it did show a green dot here at the beginning of the month. So you could see over here in the monthly alerts. It showed up here on the 1st of the month. It's the 1st of the month right here. Filecoin, green dot on the monthly. But again, we had that big liquidation event, so that dot went away. But that still told us, like, hey, this is a good area or a potential area for a bottom. So I like it still here. I like Filecoin a lot. I think they actually have utility, unlike these meme coins everyone wants to buy. And yeah, Solana, I see one from the chat for Solana. Solana, I'm still watching this 170, 173 level. So I would have a stop loss on Solana right now at 173. And I'd just be watching the chart. I want to see tomorrow break out. I want to see a green day tomorrow and us get back up here to 240. You can move your stop loss up to like 175 if you want to now, but I'd still be long on that. I know we don't have a red dot on the monthly anymore, so we're still bullish as long as this holds. And as long as it can hold on to the monthly low here, and the monthly low is at the bottom of this red candle at about 173, which is where I had marked at the beginning. I just have a stop loss at 170. If you're in Solana, set a stop loss at 170. If 170 breaks, we're going to come back down here to 120. Okay, that's what we'll be targeting if 170 breaks. But 170 is the strong trade level, right? That's that support level we're watching. And that's just that low from that big sell-off on Friday back here. That's where the buyers stepped in and said, nope, not going any lower. Okay, we like these prices. Okay, the buyers took control at that level. So 170 is a big level for Sol there. Chris says CMG. CMG. They beat their earnings. They missed on revenue. Let's see what they're doing after hours. What are they doing after hours? Oh, they're down after hours. Ooh, see that? They beat their earnings, missed on revenue. Stock's getting clobbered. So with CMG, we need to be waiting on the monthly. Okay, this is probably a good one to pick up at like 30 bucks, but all we need to do is wait for that green monthly dot. Okay, that's why we like to wait for confirmation of the monthly chart. That is the best thing you could do if you're following this strategy. If you're trying to guess, and I won't lie, I've tried to guess a few times over the last, I would say, couple months. There was a few I set really tight stop losses if there's no green dot on the monthly. Like with Fee, I told you guys, it didn't have the monthly yet, right? But it had the golden dot here on the daily. So that was saying, okay, this 120 level right here is the potential bottom. If 120 breaks, okay, we got to get out of the trade. And I think I actually set my stop at like 125. And that's where I was stopped out. And then it sold off today because, again, because of earnings. So what we could have done better on Fee is waited for a green monthly. So when you wait for the green monthly, that's a very, very strong buy signal. The monthly dot, like if you're just going to, if you're new and you just want to like totally be a swing trader, just buy the green monthlies and sell the red monthlies. That's as easy as it can get. Okay, this is the strongest buy signal we can get using our strategy. And you can see this came back here at $100 and it went to 240. So I like the sell-off though. I think it's a great price to be looking to buy Fee there. I did enter that today, by the way, full disclosure. I didn't do S yet. I'll do S. You're talking about the crypto. Things bouncing pretty nice. Again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. SUSDT maybe. I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. It looks like we're going to bottom here at around 15 cents. So I would look for the weekly dot on this one. XCN from John. Yeah, get those requests in the chat. By the way, guys, if we can get this video here by Friday to 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP. Let's go back to XRP. Forget about Chainlink. People aren't liking Chainlink anymore because it's not at 30 bucks. People don't care about it because it's at 18 now. I get it. I'll go ahead and give away 100 XRP to somebody if we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday. We'll do a giveaway over here in the Discord. We'll do a 100 XRP giveaway over here. Oh, and we do got a giveaway actually today that we're doing. So you guys actually still have time to go enter for this. So this is a post I made the other day on Twitter. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link in chat so you guys can just go do this really quick if you still want to enter. I'm going to pick this at the end of the stream. Okay, I'm going to pick this at the end of stream. All you got to do is comment, retweet, and like the video. And I'm going to pick somebody from one of those sections. So you could do one of them if you want, or you could do all of them. I might pick the comments, I might pick the retweets, or I might pick the likes. So again, all you got to do is comment, retweet, and like. And I'm going to pick a winner here at the end of stream. And we're going to give away 10 Chainlink. That's about $190 from where price sits right now. So go ahead and do that. And again, if we can smash the like here, if you guys are watching the replay, say something down in the comment section. Let me know what's up. Smash the like. Again, if we get to 300 likes, we haven't done it in a while. We haven't got to 300 likes in a while. Markets have been going down. I get it. People aren't as excited. People aren't jumping for joy. But again, that's what we do here, folks. We understand that, and that's why we're successful at this. We understand that people are not excited and happy right now, and that's why we've been loading our bags up. Okay, we were taking profits over the last couple months, and now we're reallocating those profits because we've just had a pullback on the majority of names. So again, 300 likes on the video by Friday, and I'll do a 100 XRP giveaway. You guys still have time to go comment, retweet, and like that that post there, and it's pinned to my X profile too. By the way, it's the pinned post. Render RNDR. Oops, now we're on Twitter. RNDR. This thing is in the gutter. Once again, I just watched the weekly chart on this one. Does it have a monthly? Yeah, we need to watch that monthly dot. $2 is the current support. That's about 20% from where we're sitting, but I would wait for the green dot there on the monthly. Okay, the monthly or the weekly, whichever one you want to play, the monthly and the weekly charts are going to be the most accurate when it comes to these signals. I like the monthly because it's the most accurate, but sometimes I will use the weekly because the weekly will feed the monthly. So the weekly is going to reverse before the monthly gets the signal. So sometimes it's beneficial to look at the weekly chart. That's why we do it here. Again, our strategy is based on the monthly and the daily. I know that. But again, it's okay to look at some different time frames. I really like that weekly chart along with the monthly. I see one for Aiden for Cure. Yeah, keep dropping those requests. I'll get to you guys. Cure, green dot here on the monthly, so we're bullish. We were buying this one right here around 70, I think. I exited right here at 96. It's pulling back a little bit, so it's trying to build a base around 85 right here. See, that's where we bounced. I just be looking for the daily green dot if you want to add to this. So look for the daily to add, because again, we have the monthly, right? We're going up on the monthly. Now we want to add on the dailies, because there's 30 of these candles, right? 30 days in a month. So there's 30 of these equals one of these. So as the monthly pulls back, we can use the daily to identify a good level to buy. And we do that by using the daily dot. So the green dot on the monthly plus the green dot on the daily is a place to add, right? You should have been buying Cure right here when you got the monthly alert in September around like 80, 79, 80 bucks. Okay, and you're already in profit. Now you're just looking for a place for it to pull back to and then rip back up here to the red zone. I see one for Donut. Y'all are still in Donut, huh? Same here. What do they say here? They got earnings coming up here next week, so that's going to be a big earnings mover in my opinion. It's down here at the bottom. It's got the green dot on the monthly. We're still holding this one strong. I think this one has a lot of meme potential, but hey, shout out to Krispy Kreme donuts, man. That's like my whole childhood right there. So my target on this is still up here between 10 and 12. It had a nice pop last week up to 6, pulled back a little bit. We entered this one back here, I believe, at around $3. So we're up like 10, 20% right now, but a lot of meat on that bone back to here. So earnings next week will be interesting to see what Donut does. I just be watching that, and I don't see this one going below $3. What else we got here? Polka dot. If you red on the monthly, but again, all-time lows. So if you believe in this company, you're buying it at all-time lows. Look for that weekly. I don't see this one breaking below that low right there at 275. If you want to take this trade right now, set a stop loss at 275. You could wait for the weekly or wait for the monthly. But again, if you believe in the project and it's at all-time lows, it's never been a better time to buy. There's never been another time in history that was better to buy Polkadot than right now. And you could actually stake this one on Coinbase for like 8%, I believe. I see one for pods for STX in the chat. STX is at 45. Again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly, and it does have the weekly dot. So that tells you that, hey, this is the potential bottom. That thing wicked all the way down to 20 cents and got sucked right back up. But I like the weekly signal here. I like the fact that the stochastic's on the floor here. The only thing that's missing is the green dot here on the monthly, but I do think this one gets a pump here. UNH from Mr. Soxel. What's going on, brother? Did we just cover this? Maybe not. We covered Cure. This looks like Cure because Cure, when you buy Cure, it's like buying UNH and a bunch of other healthcare names. But again, green monthly here. Good. Now we're on the daily. Now we're looking for daily pullbacks. So it's just kind of grinding up here. It looks like they announced earnings today. They beat on their earnings, so they did good. Stock's unchanged, though. Target on that still 560 to 600. I'd be looking to buy any pullbacks in green dots. Ideally, I want to buy on the daily chart when this blue wave is down here. Okay, just like it was back here in August at 250. Nice move up. Obviously, you should be in a position right now if you are playing this thing because, again, the dot is green here on the monthly. Right? That means we're going up for the next 1 to 6 months. We could have pullbacks along the way. Right? If this thing comes down to like 320 or 280 and gives you a green dot, I think you buy it. As of right now, I'd just be a holder of this one. Hopefully you got in somewhere around here. What's up, John? Shout out to the Spartan Army, baby. How's it going, Soxel? Hope you're well, brother. Okay, guys, 300 likes. 300 likes on the video for a 100 XRP giveaway. Let me just do a poll real quick, see how you guys are doing. Do you feel good about the markets today? Boom. What do you guys think? Shout out to John, man. You got any requests over here, man? What's up, dog? PLCE from Pigeon Man. PLCE. Children's Place, huh? This one is green on the monthly. What is this? What does this company do? It's at $8. This thing was all the way up at 112. Let's look it up. I've never seen this before. /info PLCE. And again, this is just the research tool here. It's a retail company focused on design, sale, and distribution of children's apparel. Now, children's clothes, if you're into that, I guess you could buy it. I mean, it looks like again, cheaper than it's ever been. Down here at the lows, back here in 98. This thing's been around since 1998. Holy smokes. Tariffs are probably crushing them or something. They probably get all their goods from China. Looks interesting, dude. I'll give you that. It looks interesting. I don't know too much about the fundamentals. Let's see how much money they're making. 200 and about 300 million. So target would be 15 on that. You got to buy it, though, if you want it, because it's got the monthly green dot. John says React. The reactive network. This thing looks pretty new, so I can't really tell you. What I would tell you is to buy it if you want to buy it when this wave comes back down here and gives you a green dot. Ideally on that moving average. If it comes back to 8 cents, buy it up. But this looks pretty good. I mean, not right now, because, again, we're up here. The wave's up here. We don't want to buy up here. We want to wait for a pullback. So I'd like to buy that one around 8 to 10. I'd probably be taking some profits off this one right now based on the daily there. We just covered stacks. We already covered fee. Fee got the clap today. Okay, $40 million, $40 billion, $40 billion with a B sold today. $40 billion worth of shares. Look at this volume candle. Let me turn the volume. Look at that volume candle. Insane. That's the biggest volume candle it has ever had. Ever in history. Okay? Somebody came in here and bought it. My guess is, again, I looked up why it was down, and they are changing CFOs. So again, when a CEO or somebody way up there in a company leaves a company, okay, normally what they'll do is they'll sell their shares to the new person coming in or to somebody else, right? If I'm a CEO of let's just say McDonald's, right? I'm like, okay, I'm leaving the company. Do you think I'm going to hold on to my shares? No, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to say, nope, don't want them anymore. Okay, and then the new guy comes in, the new CEO comes in and buys some of those shares. Maybe other shareholders buy some. I think that's what happened today, guys. And I thought it was an opportunity. I mean, you don't see stocks this big down 40, 50% in one day. That's just insane. XCN, I haven't looked at XCN. XCN's trying to build a base right here. So if you're in the XCN trade, what I do is use a stop loss at 0.007. But I don't like this one because of well, I guess the reason I like it would be because we bounced right here last time at the same exact level that I just marked. See that? It bounced right there. It bounced right there. So if you want to play this, play that bounce off support. Use a stop loss at 0.007. I heard you can stake this on their website and earn like, what was it, 31% or something like that. I don't have any of this. I don't really know too much about it. But all I know is if I were to buy it, I would use a stop loss at that 0.007 level. That's what I'd be watching. You want to see a green dot come here on the weekly, probably in the next couple of weeks. TD said he didn't like Powell's speech today. I didn't even listen. All I saw that is they're cutting rates, which is bullish, and that they're stopping the quantitative tightening. So they're going to stop selling assets on their balance sheet, which is bullish for the markets most of the time. We just covered XCN, but I will cover Pinlink as well. Pinlink, we got a bag of this. Okay, just looking for that weekly dot. I have a big bag of this in my portfolio. I really like the project. I think they're doing a lot of good things. I think they're going to be one of those projects that is new that people are going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I buy this down at 30 cents? It was up at $3 back in December, and less than a year later, it's at 30 cents. And if you look at this project, you do some fundamental research on it, they're doing all the right things. That's why I bought it. Really, all we're waiting for is the weekly signal on Pinlink. And that's another one that you can stake for about 24% on their website. So if it goes the other way on you, you can always stake it. But I think this one's going to have a big move up here into the end of the year at Q1. I still really like that. But again, it's a very new project. So this is more of a fundamental investment for me. But the technicals also look good. Fundamentals are based on what the company or the project does, right? You're buying something, right? You're buying Tesla because it's Tesla, right? They're a good quality, good, solid project, right? We're not going to buy Fart Coin or PP Coin because that's just stupid. Like, why would we do that? I'd rather go to the casino and play blackjack or poker, and I don't gamble, so I'm not going to be doing that, and it just doesn't make sense. All these meme coin influencers, I guarantee you, they don't make money. They might have a big day or a big week, but they don't make money over time. Over time, they get crushed because they get greedy and they get stupid. If I had to choose, I'd choose Pinlink. Aiden says if I had to choose Pin or XCN, I would choose Pinlink. Okay, and like I said, if you're worried about it going down, you come over here to their website. I mean, look at this website. They are getting into the real world asset stuff. Okay, that's the hype. That's the big hype right now. Okay, so again, this is only like a $30 billion or $30 million market cap. So it's a very new project, but you guys can check out what they do. But they have this stake option right here where you can stake and earn 24% a year. So if you just stake it on their website, you can earn 24% and they pay you out every single day. So as it's going down, you can earn on the way down. And then when it comes back up, that's when you could sell everything you earned and everything you hold, if that's how you want to play it. But I think this thing's going to be back. I mean, there's no doubt that it's going to hit $1 in my head. But I think this has the potential to go up to $2-3. Easy. And it's sitting at 30 cents right now. And again, not financial advice. I've just done my research. And I really like what I see with Pinlink. XCN, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know too much about it. I haven't done my research, so I can't really speak on it. BBAI from the chat. BBAI gave us a sell signal. Again, what's our sell signal, guys? Red dot in the red zone. That came right there at $9. It's down here at $6 now. So if you did not sell up here, you were not disciplined. You did not stick to the strategy. And now you're down 30% or whatever that is. All right? 25%. Okay? Buying down here. Green dot right there. It came right there at 480. 100%. If you didn't take profits, you were greedy, and you're paying for it right now. I don't like BBA up here. It's got a red dot on the weekly. I think there was just a lot of hype behind this. I wouldn't mess around with it here. If you're in the trade, I would use a stop loss right here at probably like $6.30. But look at all that sell volume coming in. That's a lot of people selling. So again, your opportunity to sell BBAI was up here at $9. Uniswap. Uniswap, I have a position on this. This is one of the biggest Ethereum plays here. It does have a red dot on the monthly. So what are we doing? We're setting our stop loss right there at around $5. Okay, and again, it's just building a base, right? This is really boring, right? This is the boring part of the market. This is when everyone gets tired, they get fed up, they get angry, right? Because we're just not doing anything, right? We're going sideways. We're ranging. They call it ranging. Okay, come over here to the cheat sheet. We're building a base, right? We're not ripping. Everyone's saying XRP's going to 10,000 by the end of the year, right? They're not saying it's going to 0 by the end of the year. They're just kind of like, ugh, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. This sucks, right? That's the sentiment right now. So if you look at this from a logical standpoint and a data standpoint, like we like to do here, right now is a great time to be loading up. Okay, and we want to target right up here between $10 and $12. Okay, and we're willing to wait 1 to 6 months for price to come from here back up to here. Okay, right now, chop, 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 chop. Okay, as long as we hold this low from over here, we're fine. Okay, nothing to worry about. Okay, ooh. Oops. Command Z if you guys ever get into trouble, if you accidentally delete something off your chart. What gold dot did you buy, Cambridge? Oh, Uniswap. That came right there, what, at around, yeah, you're down 10 cents. I mean, that's nothing really to be upset about. MOH. This is another one that sold off really hard on earnings. Had a huge earnings. Oh, they beat on revenue, but missed on their earnings. But you can see it sold right back off to this level right here, right to support, right? If you guys don't know what support and resistance is, I would highly recommend checking out YouTube. But as long as this one holds 150, I like it. I got a position on that one as well. I bought that one on the earnings miss because, again, earnings, it's a great place to pay attention because if you see a stock sell off like that, go down 20% in one day, or like today, how fee went down 44% in one day, that's stupid. Okay? You wouldn't buy up 40%, right? So you shouldn't sell down 44%. You should flip that. You should sell when a name is up 44% on a day. You should buy when it's down 44% of the day, right? That's because the majority of people are panicking, right? They're panic selling. So we're stepping in and we're buying as they're panic selling. That's what the smart money does, right? These guys, the smart money, they can't buy unless you're selling, right? Unless retail sells. And the smart money, they can't sell unless retail is buying. That's why when everyone's screaming, when everyone's having a good time, when everyone's saying bull market, bull market, bull market, $10,000 by the end of the year, baby, that's delusion. We call that delusion. Does that make sense? Delusion. John, thank you, brother. He membershiped up and gave the what do you call that? A super chat? I appreciate you, brother. You need anything, you just let me know, man. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the support, man. I love doing this with you guys. I love the Overkill community. I love what we're doing. I think we have the best investing community here online. I pour my heart and soul into this every day. So, we have enough members in the Discord now where I am a full-time podcaster, full-time trader, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So we've learned a lot over the last, we've been doing this I've been trading for 8 years. I started the Discord 5 years ago. So we've been grinding, man. We ain't going anywhere. We're just getting started. So, again, we want to stay ahead of the curve here, and that's why we do what we do. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. EVLT from Pigeon Man. EVL. Vertical Aerospace. Looks like a penny stock. It's got a pretty good base there at $4. I would say as long as it holds on to 4, it looks good, but looks like a pretty new company. They don't even have any revenue yet. So I don't normally buy companies that don't have revenue. More of a speculation play. If you want to buy it, I would use a stop loss at $4. LUNR. Have a nice day. That one's green on the monthly. That one looks good. I forget what this one does. This one actually looks really good. It's probably my favorite request of the day right now. I just want to look this one up because I think it's a healthcare name. I can't remember exactly, but we'll see. What? /info LUNR or LNR? Huh, that's weird. I'll look it up on Robinhood. Let's see here. They are, oh, yeah, I'm way off. They're a space exploration infrastructure and services company. Company was founded, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So you can get some pretty cool data here on Robinhood. You can see the people on Robinhood are selling. You can see the hedge funds are buying it. You can see the insiders are not touching it. It's rated to buy here. So I like it. I would just say make sure it holds on to $10. As long as it stays over 10, it looks good. Got some resistance right here at around 13, 14, but we do have that green dot there on the monthly. So like I said, if you're going to play that one, I would use a stop loss at $10. It needs to hold 10. Space Tech. Yep, we got that, Chris. Thank you, brother. Yep, for some reason I thought it was a healthcare company. I don't know why. But their revenue, a lot of these space companies don't make money. They make about $50 million a quarter, so they're a little better than the other one. I'd rather buy this one than the other one you called out. What else we got? Any more from the chat here? I see one for NVO from JT. NVO. I still like this one. I know it's gone down since we bought it. I think I bought it at like 57, down maybe 10% on it. But again, it still has the green monthly dot, so we don't care. They just had a big partnership with Costco, and they got earnings coming up here very soon. So I'm still targeting 110 to 120 on that. I'm still a buyer of that. Maybe we'll look to add to it when we get the next daily, but we also have earnings coming up next week. So I don't want to add until after earnings. If it sells off really hard on earnings, I will probably buy more because I'm long on this company. They make a weight loss drug called Ozempic. I don't take it. I don't need it. But I know a lot of people that do, and I bet you they're just making an absolute killing right now. BMY, this is Bristol Myers. This one has earnings tomorrow. So I decided to hold this one into earnings. I might pay for it. I might not. It's really going to depend on how they report tomorrow. So I would just watch their earnings tomorrow. Again, I can't predict the future on if they're going to beat or if they're going to not beat, but this is a long-term play for me. With a target of 60 to 62. If you guys could just put the tickers, don't put the company name, just tell me what the ticker is. WLK, this is another chemicals company. Chemical company here, still green on the monthly, so we're looking for dailies to add on this one. I had a red dot today on the daily. This one's still strong as long as it holds this support at 68. I'd be looking to buy the next green dot on the daily on WLK. John says, what's my pick of the week? Are you talking about stocks or cryptocurrencies? TAI, my pick of the week. I should have a pick of the week. I drop a lot of those on TikTok. A lot of my favorite picks on TikTok. TAI, USD. This, if you believe in TAI, you got to buy it down here at 4 cents. If you believe in this project, you believe in the company. I believe they had a weekly show up this week, but everyone was talking about TAI up here at 50 cents. Okay, we bought it back here like 3 cents, and we traded it up to 13 or something, and now it's sold back off. I'd look for that weekly, but I mean, that thing's at a low right now. 4 cents looks very interesting. My crypto pick of the week. So far, the winning pick of the week is Trump. We bought this right when that green dot popped at I think I bought it at 550. It's up at 840 right now, but you might be a little late on that one. Ooh, pick of the week. Pinlink. I'm going to go with Pinlink. Pinlink or Chainlink, one of the two. Chainlink's probably, more risk to reward, but I think Chainlink's the best crypto project out there. I think it's just hands down the best fundamental play in crypto. I like it over a Bitcoin. If you put a gun to my head and told me to buy one coin, I would always choose Chainlink. Okay, and then Pinlink's going to follow up on that. Pinlink has the potential to 100x, 10x, not 100x. Could 100x, that'd be awesome. But it has the potential to 10x. So Pinlink or Chainlink are my two favorite picks for this week. I don't know is that STLA, Stellantis? If you could just tell me the ticker. Yeah, I think it is. That one's a sell up at 14. I like it. I would sell it up here between 13 and 14 bucks. We were buying this one down here at like 9 or 10. Jasmy, a payment token. Yeah, we're familiar with Jasmy here. Jasmy, I'm just going to refer to the weekly chart. Again, whenever we get a weekly dot, it's always a time to buy. Rip, weekly dot, rip, weekly dot, rip, weekly dot, rip. Okay, these ones up here, these weekly dots up here aren't the greatest. The ones down here are the best. And if we get one in the next, I think we're going to get one probably in the next 1 to 2 weeks on Jasmy. So I'd start a position right here at a penny. A penny's a good solid number. And again, you could wait for the monthly as well. One of the two. You need the weekly or the monthly first. With altcoins right now, I'm hyper focused on the weekly charts. As soon as I see these weekly dots start to pop up here, like it did on Trump this week. Okay, we got this on Monday. Okay, that came at like $6. It's at $8 now. So you can see how far the stochastic has to go to the white dotted line. So that's what I'm looking for on a lot of these cryptos, on Link, on Near. That will give us more of a tell of where the bottom is once we see those weeklies come in. And again, that Fed news today, guys, very bullish. It was a very bullish meeting. I know the reaction wasn't bullish, but the sentiment and the news of it, very bullish. Very bullish. Let's take some more over here. I got a couple more from here, then we'll go to the live chat. So get those chart requests in if you guys want to see them covered live here. Again, if you guys want to get them no matter what, just sign up to become a captain by clicking on this link right here over the Discord. That is a new rank that we just added in. And you'll be able to get your requests covered on Wednesdays no matter what. Okay, whether you missed the stream, you joined late, whatever the case may be, you guys will get them covered no matter what over here. H-bar's got the weekly. So like I just said, that weekly signal is what we're looking for. So what that weekly signal is telling us is that, hey, this right here is the bottom, okay? Right there at 16, I would just call it 15 cents. So we should be fully bullish on this name right now off this signal, okay, with a stop loss at 15. That thing looks like it's about ready to go to 35 to 40, okay, if that plays out. But that looks very bullish. I like it a lot. Easy stop loss right there at 15 cents. And then rows we already covered. So that's it for our captains. Again, that's a new rank that we just added. So if you guys are interested in getting your requests covered no matter what on these streams on Wednesday, sign up and become a captain using this link. And you guys will be able to do just that. And now we will resort to the... we also got a captain chat. I'm also going to be adding in some more features to that rank as well. So it's kind of more of an exclusive group. You'll also get access to Captain's Chat, which will give you guys priority over all the other chats. It's pretty much the rank above Spartan. So there's Spartans and there's Captains. The Generals are going to be the admins. Those are the people with the red name. Captains are blue. Spartans are green. And I got love for every single one of them. It's Felix. My bad, brother. I got you now. What's up? I see one from Rosie for... SEI. Go ahead and get those requests in the chat, guys. I'll stay on till we run out here. SEI still looks good. Again, looking at the weekly chart, I would definitely be watching that. As long as it can hold on to 12 cents, it looks good. You can even move that up to like 18, but again, just looking for the weekly. Looking for the weekly signal. That's going to be the bottoming signal. Again, big liquidation. Okay, we are not in control of a $20 billion liquidation in the markets. Okay, we didn't panic sell this. We panic bought this. It got sucked right back up. Now we're just waiting on our signal. I think the next round of weekly dots, you guys hear me? The next round of weekly dots, like you see right here with H-bar, okay, these are coming. Okay, like you see here with Trump, these are coming. Okay, Link is going to be on the chart very soon. Same thing with Uniswap. Same thing with all these names. Look at Uniswap. Every time Uniswap comes down here and gives you a green dot, it's a time to buy. Time to buy right here at 5, went up to 20. Time to buy right here in April, back at 5, it went up to 12. Okay, time to buy right here, kinda. Right there at 7, went up to 12. Okay, you can go all the way back. Every time we come down here, it's a buying opportunity. All we're missing is the signal. That's all we need. That is all we need. CRM. Have these guys reported earnings already? Yes. So CRM still ranging. So in my opinion, CRM is in this phase. This phase right here. Target on this would be up here between 340 and 360. I want to see that green monthly. Okay. Right now, I would have a stop loss at this low right here at 225. 225, that's the low right there from August. As long as we hold 225, it looks good. Soxel from Mr. Soxel. What's going on, Mr. Soxel? Just ripping. Oh, my. So that's in price discovery mode. I would sell this one on a red dot. When you get the next red dot on the daily, I would sell it. Okay, we had some go off right here at 42. Sometimes we can break out of this range here and keep going higher. That's what's happening right now. We call that price discovery. So there's not really a resistance level we're looking at. We're just riding it up. So I would sell this one on the next red dot. And again, we called this one out back in... When did we call that out, Mr. Soxel? I'm pretty sure I called this one out at $7 back in April. You guys can go watch the video if you want to scroll all the way back to April on TikTok. But $14, $15 where the signal came. It's trading at 50 today. So again, time to buy down here. Time to buy down here. Time to sell up here. I personally would be taking some off at 50, and I'd probably sell some more right there at 60. So again, I'd watch for the red dot on that one, Mr. Soxel. Target is 55. You're sitting at 50, so yeah. I mean, you're talking about a 10% move when you should be up. If you get entered at 15, 15 was right here. We got the signal right here. So 10%, if you're hoping for 10 more percent when you're already up 200%, that's, I call it greed, but again, it's your strategy. But hopefully you guys understand that, right? If you're hoping for another 10% when you're already up 200%, it's kind of silly. Like you should at least maybe take some off. And again, sorry if that came across wrong. I'm just Giving you my opinion on it. 200% trade is a killer trade. Look at the weekly chart. The weekly signal gave it to you right there in April. That was at $10. Ripsky. Does the chart account for the leverage resetting daily? I don't know. I'm not too sure. What else we got? DJT. Yeah, DJT. I got this one in my portfolio. This is one that I jumped the gun on the green dot on. But I just like how deep the wave is. I entered it. I think my entry's around $17. So again, this was up at $80 back here in April. Again, if we go like to Bitcoin's chart, you can see that the best time to buy Bitcoin was when it was down here, right? We can all agree on that, right? $5,000 Bitcoin, $17,000 Bitcoin. You look at DJT. If you're using our indicators, if you're using our strategy, all this thing needs is a green monthly dot, and it's going to absolutely explode. My target's somewhere around 40 on this one. Okay, good. You have a stop loss. Good. Good. That makes me feel better. Bull. Webull. I don't like Webull. I've never liked the product. I like Robinhood a lot better, but Robinhood's way up. Webull's way down. This one has support right here at $10. So as long as it holds 10, it looks good, but not my favorite looking chart. It IPO'd, went way up, and then they rugged it on you guys. They make about $131 million. What else we got? Uber. Uber, I'd be selling up here. I'd be selling up in the red zone here. This is where you can day trade up here in the red zone. We're not day traders. I'd sell this one. Ooh, they got earnings coming up on Tuesday. I don't know. Like I said, earnings is a gamble. I'd probably sell some into earnings. I mean, I'd probably take the whole dang thing off because, again, I mean, red dots. You got all these red dots over the last couple of weeks up here at $100. It's just very risky to hold on to stuff up here because, again, if this thing gaps down to 80, you're going to hate yourself, right? If it does one of these, oh my gosh, you're not going to like yourself, okay, because you got greedy. I would sell Uber up here. Same thing with NVIDIA. I'm a profit taker on NVIDIA. I don't care that it's breaking out to all-time highs. I would definitely sell NVIDIA on the next daily red dot. Definitely sell it on the next daily red dot there. What else we got? Arrow. A-E-R-O. A-E-R-O. This one is still hanging on to 80. So target on that's up there at 140. Again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly chart. It looks like it's curling up, so that actually looks really good. If you're in Arrow, I would use a stop loss at 80 cents. That looks like a good stop loss there. Again, every time I got a green dot with the wave down here, just like it did in April. Again, this is not me talking. This is the indicators talking. 40 cents up to 160. Okay, this one came right here at around 60 cents. That's 120%. Pulled back. All we're missing is the dot. I really like the setup. I think altcoins are absolutely going to explode here into the end of the year and into Q1. I'm very bullish. As of right now, with the way the charts are looking, I am bullish right now. I see one for TENT or TNET. Arthur, what's going on, brother? TNET, TriNet. This one, monthly chart, needs the monthly. DECK, D-E-C-K. Same thing, falling knife, wait for the green dot on the monthly. LLY, I believe they had earnings today. Did they have earnings? No, they have earnings tomorrow. Tomorrow they have earnings. Green dot on the monthly. Again, earnings is always a gamble. So if they miss, right, they could do something like MOH did and come down. Or if they beat, they could go up. Target would be 920. I'd put a stop loss at 780. 780 on the stop loss for LLY. I covered NVIDIA, Arthur. It's a sell on the next daily red. You want to sell that one on the next daily red dot. Core Weave. Not a lot of data for this one, but it looks good. Looks like it wants to continue. I'd have a trailing stop. I put a stop loss right here at 130. 130 on the stop loss for CRWV. What's up, Bruno? Polkadot's doing a whole lot of nothing, man. It is just hanging out down here at $3, all-time low, not doing anything. It needs to wake up. I want to see that weekly dot come this week. I want to see it hold on to $3. It's actually a pretty easy trade right now if you don't think it's going to break 3. All you got to do is set a stop loss right there at 280. That's your trade. You get a lot of room to go back up there to the 200. I just watched 280 there. Ondo, please. They have massive news regarding Binance. What's the news? What's the news? Sitting at 74. Again, I'm just going to revert you to the weekly chart here. As long as the weekly holds, okay, it gives you a green dot and we're above 60. I think this one looks really bullish. I really like Ondo here at 74. As long as we hold 60 cents, it's very bullish. You can put that stop loss at like 59 cents. What else we got? Wolf. I'd sell Wolf. I would sell the crap out of this thing right now. Ugh, I'd sell it. I'd sell it. You guys bought this one with us. You were buying right here in July at $4. It hit 18. That's 250% in the bank. Okay? That thing had a massive move and we're up here in the red zone. So we want to be taking profits up here. I would sell Wolf. NKE. Ooh, nasty. It's green. Look at Nike stock. No one's buying $50 t-shirts in this economy. I'm sorry. No one's buying their $50 t-shirts anymore. I think Nike's a dead brand. I think they're toast. They got too political and they hurt themselves. And now people aren't going to be able to get food from the grocery stores here pretty soon because there's no SNAP benefits. So I don't think they're going to be buying those Nike t-shirts for a bunch. Bob says, thoughts on TGT? I sold mine today. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm getting impatient on it. It does have a green dot here on the monthly, but I'm just worried about these retail brands, man. I mean, I just don't see people spending a lot of money right now. There's 59 million people that are going to lose their SNAP benefits, meaning they're not going to have food to eat here in a couple of days. So I don't think the retailers are going to do that well when that happens because they're going to be using all their money to buy food. So I'm just kind of thinking of it as from a fundamental standpoint. The more that I look at it, I mean, their profits have been decreasing for the last like 9 quarters. I think that news dropped today. Target is cutting about 1,800 corporate jobs to streamline operations amid a prolonged sales slump with comparable sales declining or flat in 9 of the last 11 quarters, which means their earnings, they're not making more money. They're actually losing money or staying stagnant. So when investors invest into stocks, they want the revenue to go up, right? They want them to go up. So I needed to sell something today to raise some cash because I wanted to buy some other stuff. And I decided to sell Target today because, again, we got a red dot here on the daily. And I really can't tell you what way the stock's going to go. I mean, the green dot, it is green on the monthly. My wife loves the company. You guys know the deal. I mean, I bought this one because my wife loves Target. But, again, technical's a little oversold here in the short term. So I decided to take profits on this one. I'm probably about break even on it. I probably broke even on Target, so I didn't lose anything, but I definitely broke even on it. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, even when my wife still shops there, dude. Yeah, I know. She's probably there right now shopping. I'm joking. No, she's working on her business. She's a photographer, so she loves Target, though. My sister loves Target. My mom loves Target. Every woman loves Target. But yeah, and I always update you guys on my buys and sells. I tell you the second that I do it over here, right? I sold Target. I sold TGT today. Again, and that was just off that red signal right there. That's the only reason I decided to sell it today. I had to sell something, and Target made the most sense to me. And then what I did was I bought LMNT. I like how LMNT is setting up a lot more than Target. LMNT is like a war stock. With all the tension in the world right now, I mean, World War III pops off, this stock's going to go to the moon. It's going to go crazy. So you could see that it has a monthly dot. This is LMNT. So whoever was asking for my pick of the day or pick of the week, LMNT is my stock of the week here. I like it a lot. It's got the green monthly dot. Had a nice pullback here from 500 down to 480. It's only missing a green dot. The green dot did actually pop today, but it faded away because price went back down. But I got a pretty tight stop loss on this at like I think it was like 470, and my target's up here at 600. So I just wanted some exposure to like a war stock, aerospace stock, right? They do a lot of space stuff. I don't have anything like that in my portfolio. So LMNT, in my opinion, is one of the biggest war names out there to buy. They make about 18 billion a quarter. They're a huge company, and they pay about a 3% dividend. SUI and ATH. Yeah, I could check that for you, brother. Yeah, if you guys got requests, go ahead and just drop them in. If you guys are just joining the stream, like I said earlier, if we can get this video to 300 likes, if you guys are watching the replay, if we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday's video, I will give away 100 XRP. And I'm giving away 10 link today. So, yeah. Let's see here. SUI is down here in the bottom golden zone here. No monthly data yet. I've been a seller of this for a while. I have not liked it. We got our sell signal back here at $5. Again, a red dot in the red zone is where we want to sell, and it just hasn't really set up again. It came down to $2. If it goes back down to 2, maybe. But again, I'm gonna revert you to the weekly chart. You can see this weekly dot came back here in April, came at $2, went all the way up to 4, pulled back, got another one right here at around 3, popped up to 450. Now it's pulling back. Just wait for the signal on that one. No problem, Arthur. Yeah, NVIDIA, like I said, you just want to wait on that one for a daily. I would sell the crap out of the next daily. This is the blow off top we're about to get here. Big blow off top. SoFi's just hanging, ranging at 30. They reported their earnings today. Not really too much of a move. I'm shorting this. I need to short this. It's just so far up right now. I want to short this thing back down. Again, it could totally go against me, but if I'm going to short anything, it's going to be a stock like SoFi or PLTR because they are just absolutely on a tear right now. I have short positions opened on both those. Eventually, I think they're going to correct. Eventually. Okay, if you guys are familiar with my option strategy, I'm normally looking for options that are at least 400 days out. Okay, I have an options course over here you guys can check out if you guys want to learn how to trade options. But we buy puts if we think the market's going down. So you can make money on the way down with options. So you just buy puts, and then you short it, and you make money as the stock falls. Obviously, PLTR and SoFi have gone up since I bought those puts. But again, they're for a year and a half out. So it might go up in the short term, but my puts are for toward the end of the year next year. So I have a lot of time left on those. And again, both stocks are just on a tear. So we'll see what happens. ATH. ATH I was looking at earlier. This is a brand new project, I'm pretty sure. It hasn't been around that long. Been around since 2024. I mean, it's down here, dude. It's down here at the all-time lows. You can see we found a base right here at 0.025, 0.025. So we're right back down at that area. So if you believe in this project, if you're bullish on it, I think right now is a great place to be looking to buy. Looking for a reason to buy. Again, that reason could come from the weekly chart. You can see that clear support right there. Clear support right in this range. Right? And hopefully you believe in the project. I think this is an AI crypto. I think they're into AI, but I would definitely make sure that holds 2 cents if you're going to play it. If you want to wait for confirmation, wait for that weekly signal to pop off there. NEE from Bruno. Good to see you, Bruno. What's up, dude? It's been a minute. Bruno's one of the OGs, man. He was here when we first started the server 5 years ago. I would sell this up here. Okay, red dot in the red zone. We're taking profits up here. Or if you think the continuation is going to happen, use a stop loss at 80. Looks like they had earnings. So personally, I would sell NNE here. Or use a stop loss at 80. Who's reporting in healthcare? Who's going to pump? Who is reporting in healthcare? GoodRx is reporting, I think, next week. I got a position on GoodRx. I really like that name. And NVO. NVO is also reporting next week. So those are the two I'm positioned in. BMY is reporting tomorrow. I feel a little nervous about that one, but we'll see how that plays out. CNC, that's a good request. I was looking at this one today. Gapped up off its earnings. So they beat their earnings. Huge company, $50 billion a quarter. But they gapped up. So I really like this one as long as it holds on to that $33 level. That one's a buy. I really like CNC here. That one also has the monthly showing up this month. That looks really good. CNC looks really good. Target would be up here at 65 to 70. ENA. ENA. Again, I'm going to revert you to the weekly here. Look for that weekly dot. Okay, I don't think this one's going to break back below 40. You got a pretty easy stop loss there at 39 cents. Snap. This is another stock I really like. I've been liking this for a while now. Again, staying patient. They also report earnings next week. And the thing that really caught my eye on Snapchat was this. Let me turn off the fib really quick. What do you guys notice here? What do you guys notice on this chart? Put it in the chat. What do you guys notice? Yep. Volume. Volume. Look at that. Look at that. Big volume. Okay, that's the big money coming in, dude. That's somebody with a lot of money coming into the stock. Someone's buying a lot of shares down here. A lot of shares being transacted with, right? People are selling, people are buying. So I like Snapchat a lot. I think that one's going to $12. Yep, volume. The volume, dude. Those volume bars down there. Millions and millions of shares being traded down here, which tells you somebody with billions of dollars is coming in here and buying while somebody else is selling. So the volume is what's very interesting about Snap. I think that thing's going back to $12. They got earnings, looks like next week, next Wednesday. Path, P-A-T-H. Up in the red zone. So we're taking profits up here at 16. Amazon. 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 We're up in the red zone, so we're looking to sell. Oh, they got earnings what? Tomorrow? Amazon earnings tomorrow. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch. I believe Google reported today. Goog. And they're down. They're up. They're up to 300. So I would sell Google right now at $300. I would sell the crap out of Google right now. Everyone's going to be, they're talking about it on the media. They're talking about it on CNBC. They're trying to get everyone to just go buy it. Why are they trying to get you guys to buy it? Why does the smart money, the people who own the news media, right? The people who own CNBC and all these news media, why would they want you to buy Google right now? Because they need to sell. These guys need you to buy for them to sell. They can't sell the all-time high unless you guys are buying, right? So the smart money, in my opinion, was loading up right here. Green dot, July 180. It's up 100% from that spot. It's gone up for 8 months in a row, and there's going to be people tomorrow buying Google. Okay, up 8 months in a row. I would rather buy down 8 to 10 months in a row, right? Look at that green dot. Back in 2023, $90. You're up 200% off that. Blue wave down here with a green dot is prime time buying opportunity. You could see it on every chart. Look at Meta. Look at Meta back in 2022, 2023, 2022, December. 127, trading at $700 today, dude. And it dropped after earnings because it has a red dot on the chart. So again, logic, data, and discipline is what we're about here, guys. Logic, we're making all of our moves based on logic, data, and discipline. Okay, does it make sense to buy Google up here at $300 at the all-time high as a swing trader? No. Okay, another thing to pay attention to with something like Google, let's just turn the fib off. Okay, and let's come over here to our tool. So right now you can see the post-market, it's sitting at $293. So if I click right there and I drag this all the way down to the 6-month moving average, that blue line on our trading indicator, right? And again, if you guys do not have our trading indicators, the ones that we use, you guys can download my whole layout by coming over here to the trading indicator tab, clicking on this link right here, and everything loads directly up in. You're going to get all these indicators, the Fibonacci, the moving averages, red and green dots, the MACD, everything we talk about today. You guys can download everything right into TradingView for yourself and use the same signals, same strategy, everything that we do. So again, we're sitting 30% off of the 6-month moving average. So that blue line is the average price over 6 months. Okay, it's the 180-day moving average. So if there's 30 days in a month, 30 times 6 is 180. So this is the average price, right? The daily, we're on the daily chart. This is the average price over the last 180 days, which is like the 6-month average. So right now, you're buying it, right? Again, if we go to where the price is right now, you're buying it 30% off of the 6-month average, the average price. Let's go back to our chart over here. The mean. You see that? The mean is another word for average. So if you're buying it way off of the moving average, you're buying it at a premium. That's how we know we're getting something that's expensive. It's extended off of the average. Okay, you want to go to the grocery store on a Wednesday and buy your groceries at a 30% premium because it's Wednesday? No. Do you want to buy your gas at a 30% premium? No. Do you want to go take your wife out or your husband out to dinner for a 30% premium? No. Then why would you want to invest into something that's trading at a 30% premium? Yep, Bruno's right. Your exit liquidity. Google. If you're buying Google right now, you are exit liquidity. That means you are these guys' the smart money. You're their exit liquidity. You're buying, they're selling. We want to buy with these guys. We don't want to buy with retail. Majority of retail buys up here. The majority of retail will be buying Google in the morning because it's up 20% or whatever it's up. Okay, 30% off the mean means we are in delusion. We are in new paradigm. Every news channel right now is probably talking about Google, going, oh my God, it's the greatest company in the world. Okay, again, who owns the news media, guys? Who owns the news channels? Billionaires, trillionaires. Okay, those are not private companies. They are owned by somebody. They're owned by these guys because they want to push the narrative to you and let you know what they want you to know. Not what you need to know, what you want to know. It's all ball bearings. Shout out to all the new Spartans, baby. CJ Jones, the newest captain, welcome. Welcome, brother. Yeah, if you guys are a captain, you guys have access to that chat request thread. So throughout the week, you guys can drop your requests in over there if you guys are the captain rank. So you guys can check out the memberships over here on to become a member. Okay, we have plans starting as little as $4 a month. Welcome. Welcome. Ray, R-A-Y, it's a good altcoin. I like this coin a lot. This is one of the biggest projects on Solana. So if you're bullish on Solana, this is a great play. I think I really like, this is another pick of the week for me. Ray. Okay, I'd rather buy this than Solana here. What I would look for is that weekly. Okay, the last time we got the weekly was right here at 2, popped up to 4. This one came right here in 2024 at 150, popped up to 8. It is back down here at support. I think this one looks good above 150. What's up, Kyle? What's up, Chris? Mara? Only thing out there is Jesus when he comes a second time. Mara's red here on the weekly, so I'd be using caution. Again, if I turn the fib back on here, you got a red dot right up here around 24. That wasn't in the red zone, but it was pretty damn close. See, the MACD was very overextended as well. I would have a stop loss on this probably at $18. You want to see Mara hold 18. Ignore the bug says the graph. The graph or this graph looks hella bullish. Tesla, I'm a seller at Tesla up here. Been a seller at Tesla since right here. Since around like 420. Again, we're in the red zone. We called Tesla out back here. See that golden dot? Back in March, we called that out at 220. Okay, people were laughing at me. People were roasting me. Now everybody wants to buy Tesla up here. Again, if you look at our moving average, okay, how far off the average are we right now? 23%. Do you want to go buy your groceries at a 23% premium? No, 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 no. I'd be taking profits here. By the way, that was a 100% trade if you guys entered that back on Tesla. I didn't get in on Tesla, but that was a 111% trade if you held all the way to the red zone. Oh, Radium? Yeah, I agree. Ray is a solid project. Like I said, it's one of the most bullish projects on Solana. It's one of their biggest projects built on their blockchain. Dustin says KVUE, the Tylenol brand that Trump just destroyed in one tweet. Hey, Tylenol causes autism. Puke. Oh, God. I don't know, man. Looks like a fallen knife to me. I don't know. I don't know. That one's a tough one, dude. That's one you kind of just hold your breath if you're going to buy it. I wouldn't touch it. I'd wait for the monthly alert. P10. This looks good. That looks really good. This one looks like it's breaking out. I like this request here from Whittaker. Let's go to the daily. So our target would be up here between 850 and 9. You're going to want to make sure it holds on to, I'm going to say $6 is your stop loss. Up above 6, it looks good. Ignore the bug, says check JUP. Jupiter. Yeah, it's down in the gutter too. Green dot on the weekly. So the level I'd be watching on this one, you could put a easy stop loss at 40, or you can move it down here to 30. 30 is probably the true support. We bounced, we liquidated all the stop losses right there, and now we're getting ready to ramp back up. I think these altcoin charts look really good, guys. Look really good. It looks like Trump's going to lead the charge on altcoin season. My target for Trump is like $20. That's where I'm taking profits, and we bought that at $5.50 in the Discord, I believe. So if you guys follow my trades over here, again, I tell you everything I do. Not every trade I take is a winner. I try to cut my losses very fast. Where did we buy Trump at? We bought Trump on that crazy liquidation event here. Bought Uniswap at 590 and Trump at 550. See that big dip? We bought the dip. That thing's just ripping now. I mean, altcoins look good, guys. We might just go sideways for a little bit longer here, but they look phenomenal. And I'm telling you right now, the weekly signals are going to be a very powerful indication that the bottom is in. Okay, and those are going to be called out right over here inside of the weekly alert section right here. Got some new Spartans joining up. Shout out to AKA, Ethan, Tim, CJ for the captain rank. Erpy, what's going on, brother? Oscar. Okay, shout out to all the new Spartans, all the new members over here in the Discord. You guys, we're doing things. You guys get full access to everything that we're doing over here. The Discord is free to join, guys. If you guys are new, I have a free trading course over here as well. You guys can check out completely free, but we do have a membership area that's more exclusive to, you know, the people who are taking this serious and want to succeed, right? Want to do better. What do we got for news going on? South Korea agrees to pay $350 billion to the U.S. to lower tariffs. Look at Trump. Just $350 billion. Now go buy Trump coin with that, please. I'm kidding. No, that would be awesome if he bought Trump coin with that. Could you imagine if he comes out and says, yeah, we're going to get off the dollar and go to Trump, my meme coin instead? Could you imagine if the guy did that? Oh, man. Yeah, new monthly candles, guys, in a couple days. We're getting new monthly candles. You know what that means? New monthly alerts. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. The end of the month is always my favorite time because we're going to get new monthly alerts here in 3 days because we're getting new monthly candles. So you're going to see a lot more monthly dots show up. Maybe we'll get a lot. Maybe we'll get a little. But they will be forming here on the 31st on Halloween. So don't get spooked. You see what I did there? Did you see what I did? Solana we covered. The big Solana level we're watching is 170. We need to hold on to these lows right here on Solana. 170 is the support. If we can hold 170, this run is going to continue. If we break 170, we're going to be in trouble. Again, I'm going to revert you back to the weekly chart. Look for the weekly signal. That will be the confirmation that, hey, this is the bottom for Solana. Yeah, buddy. There's a lot of red dots formed from the liquidation event. Yeah. Yep. That liquidation event, dude, no one saw that coming. I didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. What matters is how we reacted to it, right? If you were panic selling on that day, you probably aren't very happy with yourself. If you guys go watch the live stream, we caught the whole thing live. I think it was, 3 weeks ago? You guys can go watch that live stream. I think it was like from the 14th. But we got the whole thing live. And we were buying the dip. We were buying the dip that day on stream. Snapchat we covered. Still looks good. Still looks good. Any more requests? I'm going to go ahead and do that giveaway. If you guys got more requests, just drop them. I'm going to do the giveaway really quick. I'm going to give away 10 chain link to somebody. See, I mean, look at this sentiment right now. You look at every influencer right now. Worst bull run ever. Worst bull market ever. No altcoin season. Crypto stocks are dumping. This is the sentiment we want to buy in. We don't want to buy when this guy's saying $10,000 XRP by the end of the year and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right? They're hyping it up. They're delusion. When you see these big influencers start to talk like this, worst crypto bull market ever. Brutal. Bitcoiners. Crypto stocks pumped and dumped. And right? That's the sentiment we want to buy in. And I know it sucks. Look at that. Trump says he's meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in a few hours. China news coming. Trump's going to pump the markets. He's got to. You guys think he wants you guys to hate him? He's not going to come out with something bearish. Who knows? Maybe Chinese guy's not going to like it, or maybe he's going to try to play hardball. I got a feeling something good's going to come from it. I got a feeling it's going to be good. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Snap calls for 2028 will work? Yeah, I think those would work really good. Snapchat is one of my favorite stocks right now to buy, simply because it has a monthly green dot. But I have the 25 calls for 2027. So if you want to go up to 2028, that's even better. But I'm targeting 25 for the end of next year. And it might not hit that price, but if it goes up to 20, I'll still sell those contracts for a profit. Just covered Mara. We just covered it. WIF, W-I-F. Yeah, if you want a meme stock, then this might be it. Up above 40 cents, it looks okay, just not my favorite. I hate meme stocks, guys. The only meme stock or crypto I have is Trump. And I don't think that's a real meme coin because it's listed on Robinhood. I guess WIF is too, so that kind of defeats that purpose. But that's a dog WIF hat. Trump is the president of the United States. So, there's a little more utility to Trump meme than WIF, a dog WIF hat with no utility. Coin, good request. Didn't Coin report earnings today? No. Coinbase earnings tomorrow. So lots of earnings coming up tomorrow, guys. Lots of earnings. Coinbase is one of them. Again, earnings is always a gamble. I can't sit here and tell you. If I could tell you which way it's going to break on earnings, I'd be a billionaire. But there's no way to really tell unless you have inside information. So if you decided to hold that one, it looks like they report after the market. So I sold my Coinbase up here at 380 because, again, I follow a strategy where I get a red dot in the red zone. That's when I sell. I don't sit here and think, oh, it's going to go higher. Or I think, no, I have to take profits when this signal comes. And that's why I sold it. And we bought it down here at like 309. So it was a nice little 25% trade. I took my profits and I got out. And it pulled back. Gave you another signal right here around 330. It's up a little bit, but earnings is always a gamble. So if they crush their earnings, you should see the stock fly. But I wouldn't be taking a position on this up here. Yeah, I went over GoodRx. I still like it. GoodRx is a long-term play for me. If you look at the monthly, I mean, this thing was all the way up here at $60 back in 2020. It's at $3 right now. So I'm being patient with this one. I got some options on this for like 2027. And you could see that support level right here at $3. I don't see GoodRx going below 3. They do have earnings coming up next week, though. What's up, Eric? PayPal? Not a bad idea. I just think it's very undervalued. And if they get a partnership with what Trump's trying to do, it sounds like they're in bed with Trump. So Trump's in charge right now. Whether you like him or not, he's making the laws, he's making the rules. The government shut down. So he's the executive branch, so he takes president. And I think, the companies that are buddying up with him are probably going to prosper over the next 3 years because he's the president of the United States. So, like I said, I don't try to get political on here. I don't try to get emotional about things. I just look at the data, I look at the logic, and I try to be disciplined in what we do. PayPal, though, I still like this. Gapped up on earnings. Again, the support level's down here at like 64. See how we've just been ranging here? It popped up yesterday, pulled back. I still like it. Again, look at the monthly. That monthly faded again. I don't know who's selling PayPal stock, man, but this thing has just been acting really weird. I think it's going to get its day and break out here pretty soon. I do believe that. And they had a really good earnings call. Really good. And I think that's a very undervalued stock here at 70 for what they offer. I think that's a good long-term play there. They own Venmo. You guys don't know what Venmo is. It's one of the biggest transactional apps out there. So I still like PayPal a lot. Chris says, can I take a look at Musa? We're going to do a giveaway here in a sec, guys, so stick around. Musa's down here at 370. Looks like they missed their earnings. I would just make sure this holds 350. 350 on the stop loss for it. If it breaks 350, I'd sell it. What does these guys do? No green dot on the monthly yet either. So that needs to hold 350. If it breaks this low of this candle, that low is actually 345. So I'd set it at 340. As long as it holds 340, it looks good. But if it breaks 340, I'd be selling it. Yeah, we covered Ondo. Take a look at it again for you here really quick. Just looking at the weekly on Ondo. Just need that green dot. You can see the last one with the blue wave down here came in June. That was right there at 75 cents, exactly where we're sitting right now. Popped up to 117. Same thing back here in November. Got that green dot right around 75. Popped all the way up to 2. So still liking it. We just need that weekly signal there. Yeah, they cut rates today, Shane. They cut rates and they stopped the quantitative tightening. So the Fed is no longer selling assets on their balance sheet, which will reduce sell pressure in the markets. Okay, I'm going to do this giveaway real quick. So let me just pick someone here from the chat. Never mind, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a random comment picker. One sec. Random number drawer. So if you guys are part of the Discord, I do a lot of giveaways. I give away a lot of crypto on this channel. And this week, I'm giving away 10 chain link here. So I said to enter, just comment, repost, and like this post on Twitter. I will pick the winner on Wednesday's live. Today is Wednesday. I dropped that on the 25th, which was 4 days ago. I give away a ton of crypto, guys. If you guys are a member over here in the Discord, you guys get a benefit from being a part of those giveaways. This one was on Twitter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the post here. This was the post. Okay. So I said comment, like, or retweet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a random number generator. So how this works is if it lands, okay, a 1 is a comment, a 2 is a retweet, and a like is 3. So 1, 2, 3. Whatever it lands on, that's the category I'm going to pick from. So let me go ahead and generate this really quick. 1 is the number. So we're going to pick from the comments here. So we had, let me just refresh this really quick. We had 120 comments. So I'm going to go 1 to 120. 13. Number 13. Number 13. Hey, you guys could join the Discord. It's $4 a month to join. $4. Less than a Starbucks coffee. 13. So I'm going to go down 13. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. That is Romans 12:12. Shout out to my brother here, Slow Train. Thank you for sharing that, man. Praise the Lord. I got to restart here. 13. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Mr. Swan SD 605, you are the winner. You are the winner. I'm going to go ahead and retweet this. So guys, I want you to, if you're watching this live, I will not DM you. I'm going to retweet this so everybody knows. You won the 10 link. DM me or message me to claim. Okay, I'm retweeting this. I'm not going to DM you. I never will DM you. I am not. There's going to be scammers that are going to be going through these saying, "Oh, you won, but first you got to send me 100 ETH." There's going to be people doing that. Okay, unfortunately, because some people are just scumbags. But congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Again, that is going to be on my profile there. Boom. You won the 10 link. So DM me, shoot me a message on Twitter, and I will get your Chainlink address. And I'm going to post this in our giveaways thread just so you guys know who won. And again, beware of scammers, guys. I'm never going to add you as a friend on social media or Discord, and I'm never going to send you a message. There are literal scumbags, cowards, that will pretend to be me and scam people. And it really makes me mad, unfortunately. But it is, that's how it goes. So Swan SD 605, he says, OT is the man, very knowledgeable with an excellent buy, or I think he meant buy-sell strategy on top of being a good person. Invaluable source, must follow. Spot tags! Oh! Can I get a couple ahs in the chat right now? Can I get a couple ahs in the chat right now? From the Spartans, baby. What's up? Shout out, man. Shout out to the Spartan Army, dude. I love it. We literally have the best freaking community online, man. We literally have the best community out there. Eric, was that you? Yeah. Yeah, Tom, you got to get in the Discord, buddy. Shane says, "Oh, what's up, dog? What's up?" Yes, sir. Chris, Scott, Tom, my brothers, in and out. What's up? We did it, man. We did it. Well, that's it for today, guys. Like I said, we do have that captain rank over here now, so you guys can request charts at any time. Over here, if you guys are a captain, yes, it's a little more money than the Spartan membership. It's about $1 a day, but I will answer every single request you give every single week, up to 3. So you can request your favorite 3, and I'm going to answer those no matter what on these live streams every Wednesday. Then we'll go to the live chat and take requests from the live chat. That's how that's going to work. And again, if you guys are watching this, if we can get this video to 300 likes here by Friday, I'll give away 100 XRP. 100 XRP, and the XRP community will probably tell you it'll be at $20 by the end of the year. I don't know where it's going to be. All I know is I'll give away 100 of it if you guys can get this video to 300 likes. Drop a comment if you guys are watching the replay. Would love to hear from you guys. If you guys need me, hit me up over here inside of the chat. We got Spartan chat, we got Captain chat, we got stock chat, we got crypto chat. We got it all over here, baby. Learn more about those memberships over here. Again, the first one is only $4 a month. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. If you can't afford $4 a month, I don't know why you're investing. If you want to be part of the literal best investing community online, you guys can join up and get access to all of the features in the Discord. The Discord, of course, is free to join. We do have a free trading course over here you guys can check out completely free. There's about 7 or 8 videos. And if you guys want to upgrade after that, you can. If not, that's fine. Just keep tuning into the YouTubes, keep swinging by, keep saying what's up. Like I said earlier, you guys can download all the indicators we talked about today by clicking on this link. And it takes a couple of clicks, and all these indicators are going to load directly up into your TradingView account. Your screen is going to look exactly like my screen over here. And if you have questions or need help with anything, really, just email me. That's my personal email. I check my emails every single day. And that's it for today, folks. We'll see you guys Friday on the live stream. God bless y'all. We'll see you soon. Hit me up in the Discord if you need me.